The world of the clown is incredibly vast. You know, you have all kinds of clowns. You have, um, well, let's use the Marx Brothers as an example. This is an example I often give. You have the white clown who is Groucho, and he's kind of intelligent, and he kind of like gets the others into some kind of hijinks. And you have the Auguste who is Chico, and he falls prey often to Groucho's schemes, but he can come out on top, often by mistake. And then you have the Contrepitre, who is Harpo, who is in a completely different universe of his own. Like if Groucho puts a bucket of water on the door and he calls Chico to come through, and and uh, um, and Chico gets it. He gets it, you know, that there's water up there and he shouldn't come through the door. So he finds all different ways to avoid it. And and then you have Harpo who comes in and puts a blanket down and lays out a picnic and starts playing the harp. He's in a completely different universe. And the juxtaposition of this reality, this very real reality of Groucho trying to get Chico to come through the door, and everybody knowing what's going to happen if he does. And of course, what will happen is that Groucho will go through the door saying, "You just have to go through the door like this," and he gets the bucket of water. So this is an example of the hierarchy of clowns. And then you have Zeppo, who acts like Monsieur Loyal. He's the guy in the circus with the top hat and the whip. He's the authority figure. And most clowns need authority. They need an authority figure, or they have to have something that is holding them or keeping them in their little groove, if you will. So that is kind of an example of the types of clowns. But you know, when I teach clown, I start teaching Auguste. I use a red nose, uh, uh, which you can take off eventually. You don't have to have a nose to be a clown at all. Um, but I use a red nose, and I use a series of very specific exercises that you have to go through. They're consequential. You have to follow them. You have to do one after the other. It's in a group of people, and these exercises are designed to help you find your auto derision. So, for example, I say, okay, come into the room, come to the center, make me laugh, then exit. But you see, that is the hardest thing to do in the world. You have no material, you come in, and generally, this exercise teaches you that what you think is funny is not funny. When you think you're being funny, you're usually not funny. And you learn how to fail. Because this is one of the most important things for a clown, is to learn how to fail. How does my clown fail? What does he do does he get angry? Does he get shy? Does he try harder?